like dying to eat these.
Are you?
I'm having a hard time not eating. It's your sound effect for the start.
That's how I start all my mornings.
Scooby-Doo-bop-a-boop-a-doo!
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another installment of Mornin Oats. I have the lovely Brian Turner here. Finally, now he's back from the UK. People have been asking, they're like, are you guys beefing? I'm like, no, he's not in the country.
We're never beefing. We love each other.
We're never beefing, except for
It's heart to heart every day.
Except for I actually hate him in real life. But we have our oats and we have our cafe.
Hey.
So let's start the discussion. So he actually doesn't even know what I want to talk about. Also, I gave him the can't ban these guns mug because it's, he got the guns,
Just being so cheesy this morning. Just starting this so cheesy.
People are like, I don't want to watch this episode.
Already clicked off.
I wanted to talk about, because something that, at least Brian, for me, I feel like, as a person, has shown me how much. Are those good?
Those are fire.
I
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. This is just real good, man. The king of oats over here.
I'm telling you, man. That's what I do.
Woo.
So,
go ahead.
As a person, Brian, obviously, if you guys know my story, the reason I even have a YouTube channel is because of this fine young gentleman here. He pushed me into making a channel, and I didn't realize, I pretty much didn't make one because I saw the work that was needed to put into one, because I had an Instagram, and I felt like, it's pretty simple, you post a picture, that's about it. So we were hanging out for a little, we had been hanging out for a little bit, and I saw how much work he was putting into videos, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do that, man. I'm being honest. And he was like, no, man, you need to do this. But I kind of wanted to just talk about how your whole story of how you came to where you are now, because now he has like over 40,000 now.
I'm about to get 42, man.
He already has over 40,000 subscribers, but from where he started from, it's a really interesting story. So I would love to kind of I don't know, if you could kind of tell people and just show people that because I get people that will ask me I want to make a YouTube channel and I want to do this and this. I'm like, what I would recommend is just starting with what you have, because they'll say I want to buy this camera and
what
this
camera should I get?
Yeah,
I have up to 1,000.
Yeah, and I'm just like, don't, because just see if you like it and if you're willing to put in the work. And I'm not saying you're willing to put in the work, but you might hate being on camera.
Well, it's like if you're like, oh man, I really want to go snowboarding. It's gonna be sweet. So you buy the deluxe bundle package, which is like $1,200. You go to Big Bear or whatever mountain range you have, and then you're like,
mountain range.
I keep falling on my butt. I can't do this.
This is terrible.
Yeah, I did that with this thing called a freeboard, which is like a weird. Have you ever heard of that? It's like a weird longboard skateboard thing. It's supposed to resemble snowboarding on pavement.
With all it has the wheels that are curved.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, exactly. And I couldn't figure it out, so I spent like $500 on it, and then tried it once, almost broke my ankle, and then just gave up.
Yeah.
So the same thing.
Yeah.
You don't want to go get the best DSLR, and then you're like, you know what? I don't think I really like being in front of the camera. I think I like watching people and screaming or whatever it is, Yeah. So anyways, I started lifting. I started exercising at the age of 15. That was because my brother, he got a certification. He started working out for just a little bit. And I saw a little muscle on him, and I was like, wow, because I started from
skinny. He started
bones.
from the exact opposite of where I did. Which is
crazy.
Small. I could have broken him over my knee.
Yeah,
I
totally.
still can, but
Like a wire hanger, like 130 pounds, 6'1", super skinny. My brother got a little bit of muscle on him, and I was like, wow. So I got really into it, and then just like we're saying, you try it first and you see if you really like it. For me, I tried it and I was just immediately addicted. There was no really transition phase for me. I just got really addicted to it, so I just kept going. And then about 3 or 4 years into it, I wanted to start training people, so I went and got my ACE certification. So I went for. It was about 4 or 5 months of just straight reading books, and then I took the exam. And then that was right about the time when I was able to start training people at a corporate gym. So that was LA Fitness.
Oh, okay.
Which is so funny, man. We just do it's crazy, man, because at that moment in my life, that was the most important thing to me.
Yeah.
Becoming a personal trainer, and then becoming the best bodybuilder in the world or whatever. And then I just look at it now.
It's crazy. Oh yeah. I'll think about how I used to want to be a drummer in a band, or play, be a session musician and go and play drums at studios, and that was my life. That's all I thought I would ever want to do for the rest of my life. And
you were for sure that was what you wanted.
That was it. That's what I was that was my dream. And but the reality was I'm working minimum wage jobs, and I'm not going to be going anywhere really in life, because how many people are trying to play drums for their living? A lot,
that's very difficult.
So I know exactly what you're talking about as far as like, that was what I'm gonna do, and then it's like crazy how you're like, oh wow.
You look back now and you're like, I don't even slightly want to do that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I appreciate where I was, but there's no faction of me that's like, I want to be an IFBB pro bodybuilder right now. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so at the same time I started doing corporate training with people in real life, I also opened up a YouTube channel because I thought, hey, you know, I'm already telling people like these lessons and stuff. I might as well put up some videos, and hopefully those videos can help people out who are just on YouTube or whatever.
Because before that, you already had, like, you had already been making YouTube videos, just not of really fitness, right?
Yeah, so I've been making videos since I was, I think, 13 or 14 with literally like an analog cassette tape type thing. Like you would literally feed it into your PC and then it would turn that into digital footage. Like really old school,
crazy,
called
man.
mini DV tapes. But yeah, so I've been making a bunch of YouTube videos, and then this was the first time that I wanted to make a fitness style thing. So that was, I had one channel, I did that for about 1.5 years. It got banned for copyright music, and then I had to restart.
Which is something that you're like terrified of now.
I'm adamant about not using any.
And I'm the same way now. Like from learning from you, I've realized, okay, I don't want to ever deal with that ever. So people were like, why don't you play this? Then I'm like, no, I'll get music from this site, and like that's it.
Especially when you put so much time into your videos, it would just be terrible to see 100, 200 of them fly down, and you put, you know, hours into each one. So if 200 go down, that's like maybe 600 hours of time you put in. That's just like gone. Just because you wanted to put Beyonce in while you're doing squats. Or whatever.
I'm a single lady.
I'm a single lady. Yeah.
You're like, put your hands up.
Oh man.
So you had the first channel, it got banned, and then so what was the next step for Brian Turner?
So then I went on to now I tried to do a bunch of stuff. I've tried so many different avenues.
A lot. And I mean, I know some of the story, and obviously I know most of it, but there's still stuff I'm sure that I don't know. Because he's like,
Seriously.
This is what he's wanted to do. The reason I wanted to talk to him about this is because it's very motivating for me, and very like, this is what I want to do now too. And I've gone from making videos with my iPhone, literally having no clue what I was doing. And like, I would watch him edit videos, and I was just like, what is that? I remember. You know?
You would sit there and just watch me because you thought it was interesting, but you didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
For hours.
So, and I feel like I've been grinding so hard, but I've been working hard. It's been over 1 year now that I've had the channel, or almost 1 year now.
Yeah.
And obviously, I will always say, like, I got incredibly lucky. First of all, having you, because like when I started my channel, he was willing to put me in his channel. His channel had about like 7,000 subs, I think, at the time. So it was big to me. It was a lot bigger than mine was.
It was huge to me.
So I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, you'll put me in your videos, and he shouted me out tons. Like seriously, when I say I would be nowhere if it was for him, I mean that from the bottom. I mean that, and like I tell him thank you like 50 times a week. It's ridiculous, but I mean honestly, I would be nowhere if it wasn't for this guy. So I was lucky enough to have him put me in his videos, so that helped me. And then with his production skills, because he's incredible at editing videos, filming videos, like that's one of his passions. We recorded the loose skin video, and that's obviously how people know who I am. Like that's what catapulted me into videos and into newspapers and into Ashton Kutcher sharing the video.
Recognition, like, essentially.
Yeah. So, and then to Ellen and all that stuff. Like, it all is thanks to him. But like I said, I mean, I feel like even with that, there's a lot of people that will get that notoriety and they'll just kind of like let it go.
Yeah.
And I've been very adamant in like, I want my channel to help people. That is the goal. And like, I feel like a lot of people say that, but I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I just feel like there's so much, like that's why I mean, obviously we'll keep telling the story, but I just want you guys to see that it is, like, people tell me like, oh, you make YouTube videos, like that's the easiest job ever, which I mean, it's not as hard as breaking gravel for a living. I mean, I'm never gonna say it's as hard as that, you know?
Yeah.
But there is an amount of work that goes into it. So you made the channel, and then it got banned, and then now we're still kind of in it.
And now we're continuing the story?
Yeah, I want to do the story.
Okay. So then I opened a comedy channel, which I put like 300 videos up, so that itself was a huge amount of work.
Yeah.
Which just didn't go anywhere. Nowhere.
How many subs did it get, like, by the end of it?
Total, I think I had like 2,000 subs after I think it was like almost a year. It was like 10 months, 11 months. And each video at max would get 400 views.
Yeah, and you edited them crazily.
I would put like 6 hours into each video. Like, it would be like a script, and then there would be like music timing, and there'd just be like all this excessive stuff, and then like not that many people would watch. It was really rough. So that was just, I was like, oh, I'll try comedy. Comedy didn't work. And then obviously was also at the same time dual uploading videos for my fitness channel, which is the one that is up now, Humorous Fitness.
Which will be linked below, by the way.
And then there's another fitness channel that had at the same time, because I thought, yeah, there's the need for informational videos and like actually watching and gaining content and ideas and stuff. But then there's also the idea of people wanting to follow you as an athlete. So I had Humorous Progress, which was the second channel, and that was just me every single week updating like, hey, I'm gonna be competing in 8 months. Right now I'm on a bulk, so I'm.
So there's like a weekly, basically like journal almost.
Yeah, a breakdown of like what I ate that week, what I look like, how I've changed, what I think I need to work on and stuff like that. That didn't go anywhere. Neither of them went anywhere. Nothing has gone anywhere for such a long time.
And this has been like 3 years.
Yeah,
that you've been working.
Yeah, it's so I opened the whole like YouTube thing and started like really dedicating myself to putting up videos every single week consistently about 3.5, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And then
Crazy.
the first time that people started seeing my videos was when I went to the Olympia last year. So that hasn't even been 1 full year yet. That's September is when the Olympia is.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what the Olympia is like all the bodybuilding competitions you go throughout the whole year, and then that's the worldwide largest championship bodybuilding.
Yeah.
So along with that, they also have an expo where people can show up and like, you know, meet fitness people and blah blah blah. So that's where the YouTubers meet up, right?
Yeah.
It was the first time I ever went and interacted with other YouTubers, which for some reason I never put that together.
And
that was very important.
you drove yourself there. Like it was all you. You paid for everything, right?
Yeah. Nobody, no companies or anything. I was still getting less than 1,000 views per video, so no one really had seen me or like thought of me as, you know, on the radar. So no one was gonna do me a favor because I was gonna help them back out.
Yeah.
The only reason that anyone would help me out was literally just to help me out. It wasn't gonna
help them out.
So I went to the Olympia, met everybody. Some of them shouted me a little bit in their videos, and I just essentially like kind of made my presence known to the other YouTubers. And that was the first time that people started watching my channel a little bit more. So really the only time that people have started paying attention to the videos that I've been putting up is like the last 9 months or so. And luckily it's all kind of like worked very well. It's all kind of like aligned up very well in the momentum that's continued.
And like both of us have gone from basically nothing to what we have now. Together, like obviously when the video blew up, it helped out his channel too as well. I'm talking about my loose skin video. So that was another thing. Like all these things have just all lined up, but like it's because of hard work and like working to get that.
Absolutely.
And like I'm not saying like we work harder than all these other people. I'm not saying that. I'm really not. Like, well, there's other jobs that are harder than making videos.
Okay, but yeah, definitely. Like it's way harder to do a laborious job.
Yeah.
No doubt. But in another sense, it is difficult to commit yourself to something that's risky and not guaranteed.
It's the one thing what I say about like YouTube, it's like you're the creator, you're the director, you're the writer, you're the editor, you're the music person,
you're the design creator,
you're everything. So like you have to be
conceptualist.
What I'm trying to put out there is like you have to be very self-motivated. I feel like
ambitious
to really get videos out there. And obviously you can get lucky like I did and get a viral video and then your channel will blow up. But that doesn't happen to everyone. And there's a lot of people that get viral videos, the channel blows up and then it kind of fizzles out. So I don't know. I just kind of wanted to talk about that whole journey that you've been on, and then like these past like 6 months have been amazing for us.
So
like
good.
We've done things we never thought. He just got back from Body Power in the UK, and like stuff like we never thought we would be able to do. And now like I guarantee I'll be at every expo from now on. You know?
Yeah, which is so
Body
insane
Power.
to say.
Yeah, it's
so many
crazy.
people are striving for that, and there's a lot of people that are putting in so much work every day, and they aren't getting that recognition.
Yeah, and I see that, and I know that's why I'm always so grateful. It's like because I know there's people doing what I do, and they're not getting any views. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm always thankful for.
That's where the hard work, like the idea of going
Just
into it with just faith.
Yeah.
So I always say with YouTube, you're working harder than you're getting paid or than you're receiving.
Yeah.
And then eventually you're receiving more than you're working.
It's crazy.
But to get to that point, it takes it's all up to you. There's no one saying, oh, it's okay, just 6 more months of making a video every week.
Yeah.
Or
and
3
there's no like overtime pay. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna work hard for that video.
You're gonna work until 3 in the morning, and you're gonna wake up at 6, and then lose your sleep.
Yep.
But you got your Monday video up.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of I wanted to tell you guys about that. And I thought it was an interesting topic. I know that the Morning Oats videos, I don't want them always to be like negative things that I talk about, like loose skin and stuff like that. You know, I kind of want to talk about positive things that have happened to us. Like our lives have literally changed because of YouTube. So it's really cool. It's been a crazy experience. So
it's been a roller coaster.
I just want to say thank you guys for watching these videos and like specifically the morning oats. Like it blows. I never thought that this series would be something that people look forward to every day. It's really cool. So that's about the end of the video. I think it's a pretty long one, so we're almost done with our oats.
I'm always like trying to make it longer.
And our coffee. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure you check out Brian's channel. It'll be linked in the description, obviously.
Thank you.
So thank you guys so much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh yeah, cool. Just start drinking water in the background,
my dog decided to drink some water. There was one other thing that I wanted to say. What was it? Oh yeah. Look up above I am.